Kentucky is a great program, great team. I thought our guys played well enough to win. We didn't, and that's what we came here to do. And so we're St. Joe's. We believe we should win every game we play. And we represent a great university that has an amazing fighting spirit. We needed to do that in front of Big Blue Nation tonight. I thought we did. Kentucky made some amazing plays in transition, and in the half court, they're going to be a really, really good team as they get even healthier and get more guys. And we got some work to do, but we had enough opportunities, and when we couldn't make the plays at the moments we needed to make them. But a lot of that is because of Kentucky. So I think there were two teams tonight. They both played well enough to win, and only one can. Hence basketball.
We'll raise your hands when you get Marvin's microphone to you.
You guys made 15 three-pointers tonight. Was there anything you noticed in the game plan and the scout that thought would present, advantageous things to you, the way Kentucky allows?
That's just what we do. We shoot them up, we sleep in the streets. That's it. And so we had opportunities to do it. It opens the floor up. It gives us chances to get to the rim. Kentucky's a terrific defensive team. I thought both teams' intensities were really good. And almost every basket we got, we had to earn it. So nothing. We would have done that no matter what.
I'm just curious, as young as Kentucky is overall, the way that you guys hung around, was that kind of what you were stressing to your team? These guys are trying to learn how to win. If we can kind of stick with them, we might be able to force them in.
I didn't talk about Kentucky for the last 3 days. This is all about us. We're young too. We got multiple freshmen on the floor, and they've got. Trey Mitchell I coached against Trey Mitchell when he was at UMass, so I know he's not a freshman. That I know. And some of those other guys are not freshmen, and the freshmen that they have are really good. They're really good. So it's talent. They've got great talent. And the only thing that I talk to our guys about is can we have 16 United Hawks against everybody and everything? And so I think we did, including foul calls and timeouts that we called with 2 seconds left in the game that were not rewarded. But that's okay. If you're coming into this building, you have to do it. We have to, before we're going to get some of those calls, we have to earn the respect. And sometimes it's winning, and sometimes you can have a loss that's actually pretty good for your program. And we don't think like that as coaches, but sometimes programmatically it has. But this was about us, not Kentucky.
You guys had a strong presence in the paint, especially in the first half. I think you had 9 offensive rebounds, you had a game with 14 offensive rebounds. Talk to me about the importance of that offensive rebound to allow for second chance points and the impact of that.
Yeah, we've stressed that. I think that's an area where, we made a decision as a program after last season that it was the next step for us programmatically. We've had so much to do the last 4 years. You can't put it all together at once. This has been something we stressed, and we have guys that can do it well. Now, in a game like this, the challenge is the transition. But they would not think that they could come in here and play St. Joe's basketball if I'm telling them, okay, tonight, don't go to the glass. And so we got to do everything we can to make the opponent hate us, and then we still got to get back and get after it. And Kentucky presents so many problems in transition, as we know, but I thought our effort on the glass was outstanding.
Kentucky had quite a few steals and then fast break points off of that. What is it about them in those scenarios that make them so dangerous?
Athleticism, physicality, talent, Big Blue Nation, their ability to go from defense to offense as well as any team in the country, and Cal stresses it. That they've always done that. They're good. They're a good team, and they're good in the half court right now. I give him a lot of credit. He's done a great job with this group so early, but they can just turn that quickly. And I actually thought we took care of the ball fairly well. At no turnover at a time is a good turnover, but the ones that we had were not nearly as timely as we would have liked them to be, and then it's just a stampede. They're out.
Coach, you mentioned Trademan Mitchell briefly. Can you talk about how his game has evolved since you first saw him?
I think that the first thing that sticks out is just his body has changed, and I respect that because that takes a discipline. You can have all the strength coaches you want and all the resources, and clearly Kentucky has that. But just looking at the work that our own players have done to transform the body, it takes two. And he's done a great job since he's left UMass. At Texas, he did it. At West Virginia, he did it. But this is as lean and slim as I saw him. And I think the offensive positioning that it looks like coach is doing right now is he's essentially moving the ball for them so the guards can kind of cut off him and then play on the second and third side, and he needs to be that fit to do it. I'm really impressed with him. I was really upset when he left West Virginia and I knew we were playing this game, trust me.
Any other questions for Coach?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, so many coaches, they're like, bottom line is, if we don't win, we don't really take a lot out of this. Do you feel that way, or do you feel like, hey,
No, not at all. Because when you set up in competition, there's only going to be two results. It's either defeat or victory. Those are the only two things that can happen. And if everything you do is react based on one of those two results, you can be led on a trajectory that's very, very phony. Our guys should think they can win. We got a great program too. We got great history and tradition, but we're trending up because of where we had to start 4 years ago. And so there are times that you can have a loss that is still good for your program based on the spirit that you fought. This came down to we had a chance to shoot a free throw to take the lead. They had no timeouts left. So they were either going to win it or we were going to win it. Now we missed the free throw. We called a timeout with 2 seconds. The ref said they couldn't solve. Who knows what would have happened? So I have to keep that into perspective. Bottom line is we came in here after a tough loss the other night where I thought we were out of character. Texas A&M deserves credit for that. And I thought we competed the way we need to represent St. Joe's.
Anyone else?
Okay, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you.